coming up next week. And now until then, there's an opportunity for you to support a local organization's Achievement Center.
We are talking about Gigi's Playhouse here in Madison. And here to talk about their latest fundraising effort is Julia Meyers. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. You folks do so much over at Gigi's Playhouse. I don't think folks really know how many services you offer. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we're a Down Syndrome Achievement Center offering free educational, therapeutic, and now career development programs free of charge for people with Down syndrome of all ages. And we now offer 13 different programs at Gigi's Playhouse.
You mentioned, when you mention these programs, what does that mean on a day-to-day basis? When you go in and experience this, what kind of things are happening on the ground level there?
Well, we have programs from one-on-one programs like literacy, math, and speech tutoring. We also have crew programs, so when I come during the day, there is a come and go of people of various ages, and it's just wonderful to see.
Let's talk a little bit about this 321 campaign, because there's a special meaning behind the 321 you were telling us off camera.
Yes. Down syndrome is also called trisomy 21, which means that the 21st chromosome is triple. And so March 21st is a very special day for us. It's World Down Syndrome Day. And as far as I know, it was started in 2005 to promote advocacy for people with Down syndrome.
I was distracted by these pictures. You guys have too much fun over there.
Oh, yes, we have lots of fun. It's a very happy place.
We were talking off camera, Julia, about your background that has nothing to do with this line of work, and how this has really opened your eyes, and you've learned so much about this, people with Down syndrome and what it means.
Yes, when I started at Gigi's Playhouse 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, I'm an archaeologist, so I had no background
with a little bit of a change.
With people with Down syndrome, and I have to say my whole awareness completely changed. And I think that's really good, because one of Gigi's awareness is to start creating a new way the world views Down syndrome, and that really started in me. And so when I started, I really didn't know much about Down syndrome, and I had kind of a stereotypic idea what it was, and didn't really know how to respond or how to interact, and then really realized that people with Down syndrome are just like everybody else. They have dreams, they have goals, they want to sing, they want to dance, they want to ride their bicycle. Maybe it takes a little longer, but they're just like anybody else. And it is so far now that I recently asked my daughter, I showed her a picture of a new baby we have there, and I said, I don't even know how people know someone has Down syndrome. I don't see it. Do you see that? And my daughter said, Mama, yes, of course you can see it. And I think that is wonderful that I cannot see that anymore, because it's so important that you see the people first, that you see the beautiful little baby, that you see the wonderful adult who wants to have a career, and it really changed the way I view Down syndrome and the world, and now I can't see it anymore. And I think if we can get to that point, that would be really wonderful.
That's an incredible perspective. Really briefly, let's tell folks how they can get involved in this campaign.
So right now we have our 321 fundraising campaign, and it is to support our free programming so that we can keep everything free at the Playhouse. We have a beautiful space, and as I said, all these programs. And so if you go to our website, gigisplayhouse.org, Madison, 321 champion, then you can donate and help us keep everything free.
Julia, thank you for coming on this morning, and thank you for everything you do.
Thank you very much.